grandma. This is Sarah. I just have a couple of quick intro notes before we get into this. First of all, I'm so excited for you to meet Miss Carol. She is a boundaried queen. Honestly, taught me a lot about just saying no and doing what you want. I just think she's really incredible. I wanted to say the audio quality is not incredible. I'm living and learning. This is one of the first interviews that I did. And we have kind of a jump in subject at like the 21-minute mark. We jumped to talking about activities at the retirement center she's at, from talking about her family before, and I just cut out some of that. So anyway, I hope you love the conversation as much as I loved having it, and learned a lot. She's really amazing. Thank you for being here.
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
She's had an interesting life.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I don't know about how interesting. He was
I feel like you had
pretty commonplace for back then.
Okay.
You know,
not
when-
a lot of people,
Well,
not a lot of females.
Can I ask how old you are?
no.
Okay. Great.
Carol, I'm gonna take your picture with her, okay?
Here, let me come over here.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, you just said back then, so I didn't know when we were talking about, but I
Well,
don't need to.
I'm gonna leave you to it, okay?
I'm not going to kill her.
I told you.
I would like to see you try. Let's get into it.
She's sweet.
She's so sweet. I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
So what do you want to know?
Oh, I don't know. Well, to give you context, my grandmother is 95, and she's a cattle rancher in Lockhart, Texas. And I just love talking to her. And I just felt
And
like,
her background.
yeah, it's great. It's just like, it kind of brings me back, you know, like, just, I don't know, the big picture or the little picture is just good for me. So I thought, maybe I could go talk to other people and record it, and it would be really cool and really interesting. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, it is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I've met a lot of people with my kind of background.
Okay, yeah.
You know, my parents came to the United States in the 30s,
Okay.
and I was born later that year.
Yeah.
Well, they told me they decided to have me go have a baby because
Okay.
they didn't want my father to go to the war.
They thought that the baby would keep him there?
Yeah, it would. It did.
Oh, it did? Okay, good. Okay, good. So he didn't have to go
No.
to, was that World War One?
Service. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where did they move from?
They're from German
Okay.
background,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they didn't know each other when they first came.
Oh.
They met here.
Oh, okay. But they both had come from Germany,
Yes.
met in the U.S.
Yes.
Okay.
In order to live with my father, you have to have something in common with them, or else you're in pure bad luck.
Oh, no.
I never heard either one of them or my mother have an argument with my father,
Really?
and he was very strict.
Okay. It
So
was
she-
just his way.
She knew how to handle him.
Mm.
You
Okay.
know, and I watched her real close
You
when I
learned.
was young, because my brother was deathly fear of my father because he was very strict.
Yeah.
You know, it was work, 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 and if you get a job, that was how they had to
Yeah.
live at that time.
Yeah.
So I watched my brother. He, you know, unfortunately, my brother watched me. So we got into quite a bit of trouble.
Okay. Was it just the two of you and your
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had an aunt that lived next door. I mean, we had intimate relations with some of the family,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, and it was, you know, it was work.
Yeah.
You had to work.
Yeah.
And if you didn't work, you better watch out because you're not getting anything for Christmas and you're getting nothing for Easter and you're getting nothing for anything.
You got to earn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to buy it.
Yes. You have to get it yourself.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up?
In New York,
Okay.
on Long Island.
Really? My dad was born in Troy and grew up in Oyster Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He passed away 11 years ago, but hearing your accent, I was like, I know I know that part of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were very fortunate to be
Yeah.
able to have a house as time went on, but they worked very hard for it.
I'm sure.
I'm sure like your father did too.
Yeah, I think so. What did your parents do for work?
My father was carpenter, cabinet maker, actually. He went to school in Europe
Oh, okay.
and was taught the
Yeah.
cabinet making. And my mother was,
Uh-oh.
I don't know how to describe, she was a would-be cook.
A would-be cook.
First job she had, that back then, you came to the United States or whatever, you had to have a job
Yeah.
when you got here.
Yeah.
So they had her down as a cook. And the first job she had was she worked for some people that were, they were religious. I can
Okay.
put it this way.
Okay.
So she had to cook a chicken.
Okay.
So she ripped the legs off and threw them away,
Okay.
and the neck.
Okay.
And so the family was looking for the rest of the meal. That was it.
She's like, it's gone. It's done.
They kept her.
Oh,
They
they
really
let her
kept
go.
her. Because she was really a sweetheart of a person
Yeah.
and very kind to everybody.
Uh-huh.
So she knew how to handle people. Let me put it that way. She knew how to handle people.
I was gonna say, it sounds like your dad. Maybe you guys.
My father it's his way or no way.
Yeah.
So he got into business for himself, making cabinetry,
Uh-huh.
and was quite successful at his business because he was a very efficient cabinet maker.
Okay.
And he had a lot of people that they had people coming over to look at his furniture. It was a big deal then.
Yeah.
Nothing like today.
Well, a lot has changed, I'm sure.
Yeah. So,
With how cabinets are made.
but he would charge a lot of money.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you didn't like the handles you got on a cabinet, you got to keep them. He was just stubborn.
Yeah.
That's how he was brought up,
Mhm.
and that's how he worked.
Yeah.
So that's life, And their friends were German,
Yeah.
we all
So you grew up in kind of a German community.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Okay.
and they took us to all the current things that were going on, singing fests and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But my mother wanted to go back to Germany and bring us kids,
To live?
to meet the grandparents.
Oh, I see. Just to visit.
Time. Yeah, I had cousins and aunts and uncles, and
Yeah.
my brother didn't know anybody, and I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
So she wanted us to know, and it was a good thing we did because then when the war came, you couldn't get in.
Yeah. Can't go. So that was before the war. So you must have been pretty young when you went and visited. You and your brother?
Oh yeah, I was 9
Oh, wow.
when
Did
when
you
I
go
went.
on a ship?
Yes, my mother hated it.
How long did that take?
A long time,
I
and she
imagine.
got seasick,
Oh, no.
and I had the run of the ship. She was seasick, couldn't take care of me.
Mhm. I bet you had it
And
in
I had a good time.
ship shape. Were there other families and stuff on it?
Well, it was with mostly adults,
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
And then I got to meet my uncles and my cousins and whatever. So it was a real interesting trip.
Yeah, I bet.
I enjoyed it.
Had you left New York before that?
Oh, yeah. Well, where I come, the location where I come, you could leave New York in an hour.
Yeah. So you traveled some, just
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, well, you get introduced to a lot of people from a lot of different nationalities,
Yeah.
and the way of life, and you have girlfriends that might be Jewish
Mm-hmm.
or Southerners or
Yeah.
whatever, So you had to
From
get
all over.
accustomed, from all over,
Yeah.
and they're looking at you or what do you have, and me, I was the hard one in the place because I'm a joker.
Who, you?
Yeah. And that went around all right,
Okay.
but there were times that wasn't so good. I wasn't allowed there, and then I wasn't allowed here.
Uh-huh.
But my brother and I were different. Like he was older,
Okay.
much older,
Right.
and I went to Catholic school, and he went to public school. That was our choice.
Oh.
We had a choice.
So your parents said to you, you get to pick.
Where do you want to go? Right. I unfortunately went to the Catholic Church.
So you, as a child, you just wanted to go to Catholic school?
No, I knew people there
Oh, okay.
because we lived in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
the area.
They're your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and my brother, he wanted to be a farmer. That was my father's downfall. He wanted to be a son, wants to be a farmer. I can't. He says, I farmed enough, and I went to school to be a cabinet maker. And I'm coming home with a farmer.
So
My father
hard.
was very strict.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, what are you, dumb cop? You don't know.
Yeah, a tough guy.
And he was to the day he died.
Oh, wow.
It was just the German way.
Yeah, that's how my grandfather was.
You know,
On the side.
short on the words, but
Mhm.
to the point.
Yes, yes. Anything sweet, he said. It was like we would kind of hold on to that and keep it for years and years.
Well, you didn't get too many of those sweet ones.
Kept you on your toes. Did he stay in New York his whole life, your dad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. And they had a big group of friends.
Yeah. That's
You know,
nice.
everybody came from the same area.
Yeah.
Not the same town, but the
Mhm.
same area. And brought up pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
And they joined this club and that club,
Mhm.
same club, go this thing. You know, so they had a good group of friends.
I
You
love
know.
that.
So, and then we were introduced to them and their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so we always had a group, somebody to go to.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody wants to hang out.
you know, well, we didn't hang out. There was no such thing as hanging out.
You were getting something done.
You were there to send you to do the dishes or
Yeah.
bake something or do something
Doing
or help with the yard or do, you know.
I see.
You were there for a problem. For a problem.
Okay, not a lot of playing. I see.
Oh, we did the playing, but they didn't like it. And I was the one with the big mouth. I was always in trouble because it didn't bother me to speak up. It's, you know, what else can I tell you?
I don't know. So you grew up in Long Island, and then what?
All right. Then I went to the bar and met a guy.
Oh, good.
You know, back then that was
Mhm.
interaction.
I think still to this day it is an interaction.
Yeah. And the group of people that I knew had some houses out on Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like a gang.
Yeah,
Group.
that's fun.
And I met my husband there,
Okay. What's your husband's name?
Bill.
Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And he was Irish.
Oh, okay.
My father called him the Irish.
The Irisher? Okay.
He didn't like Irish.
Uh-oh.
You have to go with that Irish. So
What was Bill like?
he was an Irisher.
Just through and through Irish?
Well, you know, they drink a lot. They go
Mhm.
out and party a lot more. You know, his
Mhm.
father was in the police department. You
Okay.
know, whatever.
So he's through and through
Yeah.
Irish. Okay.
Right. Definitely.
What was your first impression? What was your first memory of meeting him? You were in the bar.
In the bar out on Long Island,
Uh-huh.
and he was a crooked looking man,
Mm.
and he impressed me very much.
Okay. Was he tall?
Very tall,
Very tall.
very tall, and very good looking.
Okay.
So, and we got married. Oh, I'd say when I was 19,
Wow. Okay.
or maybe a little younger.
Okay.
And then he only passed away about 5-6 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well,
Not very long ago.
no, but he was old.
Was
You
he
know,
older than what? What was your age difference?
at least 20 years.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had a bit of an age gap.
Yeah. But he liked to drink. He's an Irishman.
Uh-huh.
So there were problems there, but we got
Yeah.
that all resolved.
Yeah.
And
That's nice.
my mother loved him.
Oh.
She says, your husband will leave you and come home to me.
Oh no.
I said, because you cook better than I do.
Yeah. You're like, that's not fair.
There's a reason for all this. So it was like a different time.
Yeah.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you guys settle down in Long Island?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we came here.
To Longview?
No.
Oh.
We came to Texas.
Okay. Did you like moving to Texas or did you miss Long Island?
Well, I missed Long Island,
Mm-hmm.
because I was born and bred in Long Island.
Yeah.
And he the women here treat their men too well. They really do. So he didn't want to leave because he liked all this nice treatment that he was getting.
The women in Texas treat their men too well?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, because we had friends on Long Island. I mean, the husband would go get out of work. I mean, it was time when things were hard.
Right.
And he didn't have to go to work.
Hmm.
The wife went to work.
Yeah.
And the husband took care of the kids or wherever, if possible.
Kind of ebb and flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't know that kind. It was,
Right. Kind of a cultural difference.
you have to, you got to work. You always have to work.
Yeah.
You always have to work.
Yeah.
My mother got a very small stipend to run the house.
Okay.
So she had to work.
Yeah.
And she didn't complain. I think he got her away from the phone,
Mm-hmm.
to tell you the truth.
Yeah. A little shielding, maybe.
Away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she could do whatever you want. She wanted, she liked to go to the movies in the middle of the day. My father's working.
But he's never gonna know.
No, she would tell him she couldn't care less. Because he didn't want to go anyway.
Yeah.
So, well, she had pretty much a lot of freedom for herself.
That's nice.
And she was a house cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
And she worked for a doctor in Manhattan.
Okay. So you said you have a son. Do you just have the one son or more children?
No, I had two, but my older son passed away.
I'm sorry.
And so we just kept on going, and we ended up buying our own house, and do the transition thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I liked it down here.
See, it's nice.
And I met a lot of people who had the same background,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have them as friends.
Oh. From Long Island?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So you click
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. Well, you've got so much shared life. And
Well,
shared
you don't
history.
know really what's going on, so you go to your friends who come from the same area.
Mhm.
So, and you had a multi, I don't know how to say this. You had people from a lot of nationalities.
Yeah.
I had a lot of Greek friends.
Yeah.
The best girlfriend was Greek.
Mm-hmm.
My other best girlfriend, she was Italian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were interacting with a lot of people that you never thought about.
Right.
And it was nice because it was taken with love.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
everything worked.
Yeah.
It's funny, you don't really think about it. Just thinking about it now, you don't really think too much about your lifestyle.
How it all kind of unfolded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you travel much later in your life?
Oh, yeah, we traveled all the time.
I love it. Sounds like you guys were a good match.
Pretty much so. Really.
Yeah.
When I was down, he was up. When he was down, I was up.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew where the bar was.
Yeah. You know how to keep it all kind of afloat.
And we used to get in hot, heavy fights. My husband, he liked to be taken care of. That's my mother's thing. Taken care of. And he'd lose his passport or he'd lose his phone. While we're going through
The security at the airport or something.
Exactly. And who is it? He don't look for it. You know, Carol, Carol.
Oh no.
And I get mad at him and I says, you don't know.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm trying to get through her.
Yeah, you're like, I'm trying to get myself through.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be a little taken care of.
Well, he was not. We traveled as we got older,
Mm-hmm.
and he was not. He didn't travel a lot when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So where I did,
Yeah, so you were kind of used to all the logistics and
Yeah.
moving and changing.
you know, and then what you hear over the dining room table, you know,
Yeah.
and Aunt so and so is coming and whatever.
Yeah.
So, but he was not.
It was new to him.
And Matthew was my oldest son.
Okay.
So, and they both were in scouts.
Mm.
So, and my husband was busy working.
Yeah.
So I was busy scouting.
Okay. Were you the den mom and everything?
Not me. I'm not stupid.
Oh my gosh.
We had a good time and everything, and I encouraged the kids to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking no.
No.
Oh,
You're not taking care of everybody.
No.
I gotcha. Well, it sounds like you've had a lot of adventures in your life.
Well, it's been different. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
It's been different. I started driving a truck.
Oh.
Did that for 5 years
Okay.
with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, I had enough.
You didn't like being on the road?
Well, I like being on the road. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
And, but after a while, you kind of miss staying on.
Yeah. You want to be
Have something.
where your
Have
bed
good
is.
friends.
Yeah.
She does a lot. This is new for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she really has handled herself really, very well.
Yeah. She seems really great.
You know, and she's very happy-go-lucky.
Mhm.
That's what this place needs.
Maybe you should bring in more stuff. More activities and stuff.
Oh, she's got something going all the time.
Yeah, I love that.
But she unfortunately has a person like me who's had it already with doing stuff.
You're all done doing stuff?
Well, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
What's your ideal day? What do you love to do?
There's nothing I love to do.
Okay.
I love to be left alone.
That's a perfect answer. That's
Well,
great.
it's true because with this living here, there's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're going to have this, they're going to have that, and you're going to have this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go and everything? And I always get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't go.
Yeah.
He says, no. And, you know, go on this game, do this game.
Mm-hmm.
I says, look, if you lost as much money as I had by gambling, you wouldn't want to go there either. I don't know what else to tell you. You got my whole life.
I think I did. I really think I did. I don't know if there.
I'm not too happy with it.
It seems like you've had a lot of adventures and done a lot of really
Well, we
interesting
did a lot of
things.
things, you know, and it was very diversified.
Yeah.
You know, so we had a good time. We had a bad time. We had, you know, sadness in the house.
Yeah. A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's been so fun talking to you. I've really liked it. I've learned a lot.
Yeah, sure you have.
Yes.
She knows everything about.
Oh gosh.
I loved it.